Thanks for tuning in. I go by the name of Lana Kei. Be sure to check out more on Lizzie 121. And yeah, have a great day.
Years and waiting.
Lizzie, after years, this is the first time we see each other. That's crazy.
I know. How old were you last time? I think you were like a baby.
Did we before?
I think we have we?
No, we never did.
No, we never did. That's so weird. That's a good point, actually. That's strange. Probably like an old woman now. Was in my frame.
No, anyway. But it's nice to finally hear your voice.
Oh, probably sound terrible. How are you, first of all? Because I haven't seen you in ages. And how's life? Quarantine as well, because obviously in England here, we're all on lockdown now. So we're having to stay in I think it's one walk a day. You can walk your dog. You can go and get some essentials from the shops. So what's it like in Hawaii?
I mean, it's pretty much the same thing. But our cases slowed down a lot. So now they're opening parks again. Now you can swim in the beach, but you just can't sit down and relax. So, yeah, I mean, they were cracking down before we couldn't even be outside. Like, the cops would just pull up and be like, get in the house. But
see, I don't see many cops around us, as there should be. We don't really have much.
They're definitely working down here.
Yeah, but you're living in a beautiful place. I mean, come on, let's be honest. Like you got such a lovely scenery where you are. I don't know. Do you because you live there? Do you ever not take it for granted, but do you just do you enjoy living in Hawaii?
Hell yeah, I enjoy it. That's why this quarantine sucks, because I haven't been able to just like relax at the beach or like watch a sunset or whatever,
So let's talk about music, because you started off at the age, was it like 11, 10 into Famili?
Yeah, 9 or 10. Wait.
Who are you playing with?
Ryan, I'm on a podcast. Get out of my room.
I'm keeping this. This is staying in.
Don't. My brother opened my window.
Oh, no. Don't, because I go red when I laugh. I can't help it.
I do too, but I'm a lot more tan.
Oh, please, with your tan. I know what I love about this. I love about quarantine is the fact that this is so different to my normal interviews, because usually I'm face to face with everyone I interview.
Yeah.
And it's given me not an excuse, because I wanted to do this. I've wanted to do this for a very long time, but it's pushed me to ask you for an interview, because I've always wanted to interview you, because your voice is ridiculous. Like, it's so powerful. No, it touches you. Like, it's so powerful how you sing. And no, it is. Don't do that face. You know what's really interesting, guys? She kept this a secret away. Like, we used to have a little group where we used to talk.
Oh, no.
Our love for Jessie. I mean, I'm not saying I don't love Jessie now, but it was a little bit more stronger then.
Yeah.
And then it ended up being that she could sing like some soulstress, like some extraterrestrial, whatever you call it. So where did that come from? When did you know you could sing?
When I was forced to.
Okay.
Yeah. So
you make it sound like you were in some cult.
No. It's not like that. It was like I was playing basketball. I was doing other things. Yeah. And when I was about 9 years old, my family was like, "Hey, you're gonna sing in the band. Your uncle has a new kid. He's gonna go do what you gotta do, and you have to take his place." And I was like, I have never sang at all. Like, as long as I can remember, I haven't. But apparently I used to sing when I was like a baby. Like, I knew how to sing the Star Spangled Banner when I was like 1 or 2, my mom said. But I didn't know that. I grew up and I was playing basketball and football and being the biggest tomboy everybody knew. So once I started singing with them, then I was like, oh, wow, I can actually kind of sing.
Kinda. You can.
No,
really
I
well.
couldn't. I sounded terrible when I first started, okay? Now I can sing a bit better.
But that's what I used to tell myself, and now I still can't sing.
Try. I want to hear.
Oh, no, we're not doing that to people.
Yeah.
I feel like we could end it like, you know, like Tori Kelly does it. You go, I go next. Your turn. Yeah. Oh God, that's that. I'm just blaspheming. So yeah, so it's your band, well, your family band is called The Family, isn't it? Where did that come from? The name? Funny enough, because you're a family.
I don't know. I have no idea where it came from.
Because your mom can sing as well.
Yes.
To the point where now return. So obviously this is genetics.
Yeah. To me, because I didn't know.
And also you've also ended up because you write your own songs, don't you, as well? And your family does. You've released a few tracks. Do you want to name drop a few of them?
No.
Oh,
no,
why not? What? Let the people know. How rude. Some people in the UK, like a few hundred people.
No, because here's the thing. I did not sound good. They made me record an album at 10 years old. That was the worst.
Do you believe her?
I do. I believe me.
Yeah, but you're going to be your own worst critique, aren't you? And on top of that, going from what age would you say you broke away to go solo? You still sing with the family a bit, obviously.
Yeah, I mean they're my backup band now. So now it's so now it's Lana Kei and the family.
You're like, you know your place. You know your place.
No, they just I have my mom doing background vocals and then my cousin and just a whole bunch of stuff. But I broke solo when I was 16 because I won a competition. That's how it happened.
It was Hawaii Stars.
Yeah,
that's the one. So that's huge, isn't it? Especially
it's like the Hawaii American Idol, I guess. And I didn't even know, like, I didn't want to sign up. I didn't want to sign up at all. My auntie just was like, hey, surprise, we're gonna go to the carnival. So I was like, okay. Little did I know that was round one.
No.
Yes, no, straight up. I did not know that was round one of the competition. So she's like, do you have any instrumentals? Like, what's your favorite song? And I was like, why?
Is this your auntie? Auntie,
yeah.
or I like your auntie. That's good.
No. She's like, yeah. Just try it. Because I signed you up for this competition. So I was like, oh, hell. Like, I just still didn't know what the competition was. So I plugged in my phone and I was like, searched up like an instrumental to Broken Hearted by Carmen. And it was like an acoustic instrumental. And then I sang it on stage and then I passed that round. And they're like, okay, we'll see you the next week. And I was like, what the hell is going on? Come to find out, it was Hawaii Stars. And then I ended up winning, which was like crazy.
Did you, when you when you got to a certain round, you were like, maybe I need to take this. Maybe this is serious. This is not the carnival. This is
right. Because at first, I mean, like, you go to the carnival, you're like, oh, there's a big singing competition. You don't really think anything of it. You know what I mean? Like, right after that, I went and had a blast at the carnival. You know what I mean? So that was crazy.
That's so sweet. I like that. But were you nervous though? Once you knew what it was, did the nerves start setting in, or do you get any nerves?
Yeah, well, mainly because like I know a lot of people that have won down here in this competition, and they can sing their asses off. So when I found out what competition it was, I was like, this is crazy. Take me out. Like, I'm not ready for this.
What was your winning song? Like, what was the final song that can you remember the moment?
No, this competition is so weird, is that they made you sing the same song.
Oh, that's weird, isn't it? Do you have to change it up, or it just stays the whole rendition is the same?
No, I guess they want to see your dynamics, like how vocally, how hard you can go on that song. So that was the last song, and I don't even remember, to be completely honest with you. Like, all I remember from that day was me winning, because I was like, the whole time I was in shock. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing.
And how many people auditioned for this in Hawaii?
Well, there was like 5 weeks of auditions, I think.
Wow.
Before they even started the round. Yeah. So like a bunch of people got called, a bunch of people signed up. But I guess one of the judges knew who I was. So they just accepted me into the first round, which I hated.
Like, your auntie paid them.
Yeah. No, you know what? I swear, like, because she be finding these weird competitions, and I'm like, where did this even come from? Like, I even want to songwriting competition.
I love how you. That was it. I was researching that, and I was like, how have I not known all these years I've known you? You've like won some like a similar show like American Idol in Hawaii. You've won a singer songwriter competition, and then you've even gone on to this Rose Challenge with Jessie J.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the songwriting first. So, how old were you when you decided? Well, actually, no. First of all, how old were you when you put pen to paper and you realised you could write songs? Because you can write shit songs. Let's be honest. And then can you write good songs?
No, I wrote my first song when I was 10. I remember it specifically. And it was because my mom was unhappy with my dad. And I knew what was going on, but I never said anything about it. And so the chorus is like, loving you is like trying to light a candle in the wind. I never know when to begin. So like that was a hook. And when I wrote that, and I used to play the uke to it too, my mom was like crying. And I was like, what? She's like, all my life, I've never been able to write a song. Like my mom can write poetry up the ass, but she has never written a song. Which is, I think, kind of the same thing. But
yeah, poetry to me, that is, because you have to rhyme in a song. Well, you don't have to, but I like a good rhyme.
Yeah, exactly. And she was like, I just could never come up with a hook or like a bridge or, you know, stuff like that. And so like, that's when I kind of realized that, oh, maybe, maybe.
So you, in a way, your mom's had to be both.
Yeah.
Parents. Have you ever spoken to her about that? Or...
Oh, all the time.
It's a constant. You make it sound like you get up in the morning. So
no,
go to bed. She's like to the point now in quarantine. She's like, for goodness sake, Lana.
You know why? Because every time we hang out, like we always talk about it. Like we talk about our past, her past specifically with my biological dad. And so like now it's just become a normal conversation. People will ask about it all the time. Like even my stepdad, he'll ask about it. A bunch of people were just like, a bunch of people were around during that time. Like I wasn't really paying attention. I was in school or in the fucking.
You can swear.
Okay, okay, I'm sorry. But in performances and all that stuff. So I didn't really get to see it until towards the end of the marriage. Then I was like, oh, okay.
And has that kind of influenced your music now? Because obviously when you go into relationships, that you can't say it's not going to affect your mentality when you're going into them. So I saw your eyes and I was like, there's a flicker of yes, Liz, that's right.
Yeah. You know,
girl. No, but is there been a point where you're writing the music and you're like, okay, this the reason why I'm writing this is because of the past, but are you writing now about the future and not just the past?
Am I writing about the future? Or am I worried
what you want in the future, or maybe like,
yeah, I mean, I don't think I've ever actually wrote a song about like what could happen.
It's a stupid question, to be honest with you, Smith.
No, it's actually pretty clever because like I've never actually written a song about what I want in the future. I'm in present right now. Like when I write songs, it's kind of like what I'm actually going through. Every once in a while, I'll write songs about what I went through, but 90% of my songs that I write are what I'm currently going through and how I'm feeling with a bunch of things that are going on around me. So yeah, that's how I write.
Well, you want it to be authentic as well. Is it about love, your music, or like people you've dated, or is it more about certain experiences?
Yeah, for me, it's different experiences. Honestly, I think when you start off songwriting, the easiest thing to write about is love, because that's something that everyone feels they know so well. You know, for love for everybody is different.
Although you say that, but sometimes even like, you know, like the singer Fletcher, have you heard of her? She's like LGBT related, and she's not afraid to like make her songs about women, because most of the time people will play to or make it neutral
Yeah,
because it will sell more, or it'll be more universal. I get it, but it's also nice when people are a bit authentic, I guess, to
yeah,
who they are. Does that make sense what I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah, hopefully you get what I'm saying. But yeah. But you also released a single as well. Cool. I'm going to say it wrong. I know I am. Don't make me say it wrong. Rock with you, is it? No, rock with me.
Rock with me if you're feeling the vibe. Groove with me if you feel happy tonight. Sing this song if you're feeling the love. 'Cause this right here is sent from heaven.
That's the one, and I'm taking it down.
What are you taking it? What are you taking? I don't get you. First you're saying you can't sing. Now you're saying you're going
Oh,
to take your sick.
sing. I can
Oh,
sing.
oh, when you were a kid, sorry.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I couldn't. I swore I was Mariah Carey when I started.
Are you 19 or 20 now?
I'm 19. I turned 20 in June.
Wow. You're still a
Yeah,
baby.
still a
And you're
baby.
doing a lot, and you've done a lot as well. So
I'm trying.
when did you win the singer songwriting
The
competition?
next year after the Hawaii Stars.
Wow. So there's
So
none.
yeah,
Now, was that your aunt that applied
yeah.
for that one? Or,
No, it was.
oh
It
my god!
was. It was.
I bet
She was like,
you got a lot of love for her, haven't you?
oh yeah, I love her to death. I do anything for her, and that's why she does these things. Like that's why she will find random competitions and random stuff for us to do, because then she knows
Yeah.
I'll be like, great, okay.
But I think that's brilliant. And then how did the single come about? Was it something that you
I
helped produce, or?
Yeah. So I wrote that song when I was 13,
Oh wow.
13, 14. And the singer-songwriter contest, you had to show up with an original song. And I was like, oh, wait, hold on. Like, I couldn't think of anything. And I didn't have my guitar, obviously, I wasn't prepared. And she goes, my auntie was like, you have no beats that you made before? So I was like, oh yeah, right. So I plugged in my instrumental because I made a beat a while ago. And I was already 17. So I did this song 4 years ago at that point. And so I plugged in the beat, which sounded terrible. Look, sounds were
I bet
all
it
over the
didn't.
place. But I was like, you know what? We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. And so I sang that song and then ended up winning the competition with that song.
Of course you
And then
did. Of course you did. Look at you. Look at you loving it, loving life.
so I got to produce it, reproduce it, and then they wanted to release it all in the same year. So that
And
was that.
what was it like doing your first music video? Was it strange,
It
or
was
did you
it
enjoy
was
it?
it was really awkward because the guy, I had just met that guy, the videographer. I probably met him once before that music video shoot. And it was more just like
Once.
we
Yeah.
talked over, yeah. And so we talked over, like, he's like, oh, so this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, we'll just go with it. And the first scene, he's like, lay down on the bed. And he's standing over me, like super, super close to my face. That's the first scene. Like, we didn't even, oh my gosh, I
Lana,
was
you
singing
know when
like,
you hear those stories in Hollywood, I mean,
what?
that is like, what the hell is he doing? Standing in your
No,
face? What? I
he
hope you had
was like
family there.
standing, yeah, he was standing by me, but it made it worse is like I was dating somebody at the time. And that person was like, what is going on? Because you walk into the room and that's all you see is him standing like directly over my face with the
You were
camera.
17 then.
Yeah.
And, oh, okay, I get you. I thought, yeah,
Yeah.
for a second, I thought you meant like he had no camera. He was like, okay, this is what we're gonna do.
That would have been a different music video.
I shouldn't be laughing at that because that's disgusting if he was making you feel uncomfortable.
No,
Apart from that though,
I'm just laughing.
he was good though. He was you
Oh, yeah,
understood.
yeah, yeah.
Thank God.
It's just,
That's do you want to
it's
just
just goes like that.
do you want to just drop his name? Why?
No, but he was just like, it was definitely different than what I'm used to.
Well, having a camera shoved in your face while you're lying down on a bed.
Yeah.
It's a bit weird. It's a bit weird.
He's like, oh, look at me, look at me. And I'm like, I don't get it. I'm so confused.
Don't look at me. Look at me. What? What is he on about?
He was so weird. Like,
well, he said he was stoned.
After that.
Sorry, go on. Go on. And then you've gone on. I happened to be looking at this. I think it was on Jessie J's story, and I thought I recognise that voice. Why do I recognise that voice? And then I went on my brain like twigged on to what it was, right. And then I ended up going on your story, and you posted that you actually, there's a little challenge called Rose Challenge for Jessie J. So if you could tell us a little bit about what was the challenge, what did you have to do?
Well, to my understanding, I think when she released her recent album, she left just a minute long piano instrumental on her album, and it was called the Rose Challenge. So when her album was released, she was like, there's one track on there, just a minute long, where we're doing a challenge to test everybody's songwriting skills, creativity skills, whatnot. She's like, so post it on Instagram, hashtag this. Me, like, you know me, I've loved her forever. And so I was like, okay, let's just do it. And my best friend was like, all right, everybody get out of the house. She picked everybody out because it needed to be like completely quiet. And she's like, go in the bathroom, it has the best sounds, like yada, yada, yada. And so like, I basically freestyled it more than I wrote it. I think I wrote like, see, I've been sitting and working all this time.
Waited for my time to come. Ooh, and as I've waited, I've watched life pass me by.
And that was it. The rest was kind of just like flowing.
I mean, that clip, when as soon as she starts it, and then I remember her slapping her leg.
Yeah, she's so good. And as I've waited, I've watched the light pass me by. At that time, I felt like I should give it up. Oh, but you live and you learn. The heart gets easier.
Stop it. This is Lana Kei or Kai music, or Lana Kei, whether it's one word. Give me that Mariah Carey run at the end, please.
Yeah.
Yes, that's how much she loved it. It was so, no, honestly. I even played that. I played one of your, because you'd send me samples of your music sometimes. I remember playing it to a friend of mine, and he was just talking. I said, "Oh, do you like it then?" You didn't tell me. He goes, it was so, her voice is so good. He goes, that I was just, what's the word he said? Vibing. He was just vibing to it because your voice was so good. You made him feel.
I sent you a bunch of stuff, huh? You got a lot more stuff than a lot of people here.
What's that? I'm like, what am I touching? I'm pretending I've got headphones on. I'm so used to wearing headphones.
Yeah, I see you.
What am I doing? But yeah, your voice is insane. So then she ended up, is it that she had to choose people, but the fact that she acknowledged yourself.
Like, I'm dead.
I know. What were you like when you found out that?
I definitely freaked out because I think I went to sleep or I took a nap or something because I was really, really tired that day when I recorded it. That's what I remember, like me being really, really tired. And so I went in my room and I was like, I need to take a nap. I have a headache. So I took a nap and I woke up and it says, Jessie J liked your post. And I have a bunch of DMs, yada, yada, yada.
Oh,
everything
wow.
was going on. And I was like, what? Like, what happened? And so the next day, it was the next day she went on live and then she played it on her live. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was it. It was an Instagram live she did it on. She was getting ready, getting her makeup prep. She was listening to Lana. It's like that's like one of those things in life where, where it's a full circle moment where
you've
like not idolized, but you've respected this person's music for so long, and then they've took time to acknowledge and appreciate your voice.
Yeah,
that's insane.
That was definitely crazy. And yeah, that's exactly what I thought about those times where I was on Twitter with you guys and we're like, you know what I mean?
Oh no,
like,
let's not talk about that.
Geeking over her. Now, like,
no, that's not true, guys. I never.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I never did that. Not once. We didn't stay up till God knows what time.
Every day. Every day.
And there was like how many of us? And then someone wanted to join in. Our good old days, reminiscing. I know, but the fact is, you've done a lot of stuff. Whether your aunt, well, obviously your auntie saw a lot of potential in you to push you forward to that. So, sure. Do you have that? Because obviously, as a kid, you said you couldn't sing, but do you have that self belief now where, you can push yourself? So, if you saw something, a competition, or you're writing your music, and you see like a record label, are you signed actually?
No, I'm not signed.
You should. What are people doing? Why are they sitting on you? I don't get these record labels. What are they doing? Are they fucking stupid? I'm here in Little Wolverhampton here, and I fucking see it. Come on, guys.
No.
I'm sorry. I do act weird. I can't help it.
No, I love it. This is a great icebreaker.
We're like 30 minutes into the interview.
No, I'm saying like icebreaker for the first time of us talking.
That's really, that is weird. How long?
Which is completely strange because we've known each other for how many years now?
Ridiculous.
7 years.
7 years? Is it?
Yeah, because I was 12. 8 years.
This is I'm enjoying this podcast. I know it's so like not normally how it goes. I usually like I said, I can sit close to someone, but you got the whole if the internet messes up and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Have you been FaceTiming friends more? Because everyone I talk to has been FaceTiming, calling their mates far more in quarantine.
Yeah, I mean everyone's been calling me or texting me.
oh God, poor you. I feel sorry.
No, I mean like it's
Jessie J.
No.
I mean, you're winning competitions. It's okay for some, isn't it?
Shut up. No, it's just like because they'll randomly call me and I'm like, "What are you doing?" They're like, "Oh, I'm using the bathroom." I'm like, "I don't want to talk to you when you're using the bathroom. Like, can you just call me in like 2 minutes?"
You don't want to happen when you go for number 2.
No, I have the weirdest friends. I definitely do.
Are they all musical like you, or?
Yeah, like I honestly have like only 3 friends outside of my family that I'm close to.
Look, it's about quality, not quantity.
Exactly. And so like they're super cool, have always been cool, but they're just weird, so weird.
Well, look, as they say, Lana, and I'm like attracts like. I'm just saying.
I am weird, but not that weird.
In a good way. I think you'd be a bit boring if you weren't. But have you got any new music we should know about that you're not going to put out and then delete?
I just came out with a song on SoundCloud. It's called Desperately, which is nice. I like that one. That was like spur of the moment.
Is that about isolation?
Yeah. So
it is. Yes.
Yeah, that's what it's about. No, I actually I was vibing one day and then I wrote the song, recorded it, and I sent it over to my friend. This was months ago. I sent it over to my friend, and then within 2 hours, she had it like mixed. She's like, "Here."
So literally, everyone is musical. All the people you know.
Yeah, I mean, majority of them. You know.
That's mad. Just one day. She's obviously good at what she does.
No, definitely, and she sings, she raps, like she does all the above.
So that is now available on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Do you put it on any other platforms or?
Not currently, no, because I have something really big coming up that I'm not allowed to talk about.
What do you mean you're not allowed to talk about?
I can't.
All these years we haven't spoken. You can't tell me, give me an exclusive.
No, I'm going to tell you, but you can't put it in the podcast. You have to promise.
Oh, leave that to the end then.
You know a lot, actually.
Do I?
Yeah.
I'm psychic. No, not really.
No, because I tell you.
Oh God, are you pregnant?
No, hell no. That.
Well, guys, that's the end of the podcast. Anyway, back to you. This is such a weird podcast.
No, I love it. I love this so much. I believe it. So
we've got that to look forward to. And can you gig now while you're in Hawaii, or is it everything on lockdown now?
Definitely not.
You can't do garden gigs. Just like at your neighbours and.
No. Everything is pretty much shut down. Like all the musicians here can't do anything. Can't perform at places anymore. Which honestly, that's the best for us because the places that we perform at are usually where tourists come in and out. And it's just bad.
Is it, where is it? Don't you live is it in the capital? Like the main part? Like basically the beautiful part. Don't make me say it. I'm gonna say
all
it.
Beautiful, but I live.
I wasn't trying to say Hawaii is ugly. I mean, let's be honest.
I know.
It's paradise. That to me is paradise.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Have you ever been here?
No, I've just seen pictures.
What?
I just see pictures. That's it. I just in quarantine, I get a bunch of pictures and pretend I'm there. I don't.
I'm flying you out here.
Yeah, right.
Are you? You think I'm lying? I'm not.
Well, you'd be breaking my dream because I've had dreams where it's felt like I've been at the back of a concert watching someone, and I don't know who's singing. It won't show me who's singing, but I'm always watching someone. So you never know.
You never know.
So if that's real, then that'll be weird.
That would be crazy.
So you can't tell me any exclusives?
No. I mean, I can tell you.
Okay, you've obviously signed an oath with your blood. I don't know, quarantine.
What? I'm losing it. Oh my God.
No, I am. But would you be up for singing or not?
I sound like shit right now.
Okay, you don't have to do that. For the people. Well, look, we're all in quarantine here. Give us something.
I don't know what to sing.
Oh, do you know what would be nice? The Rose Challenge one. I'd love to hear that.
That's actually perfect because my voice was gone when I recorded that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound it.
Terrible.
You let me know when you're going to start because I don't want to talk over you.
Okay. Let me see if I remember the words. See, I've been sitting and working all this time, waiting for my time to come. And as I've waited, I've watched life pass me by. At that time, I felt like I should give it up. Oh, but you live and you learn. The heart gets easier. And now I believe my time is here to come. That was it. I sound like shit right now.
You sounded really good. You always say that. Why do singers do? It's so irritating, isn't it, guys? Like I go, oh, I sound like crap, and you don't. You sound really good.
You know why this quarantine? I don't remember how to sing anymore.
Well, girl, you better start because when this is over, you need to get back to it. You need to. Your voice is. I don't like that cheese and honor gift from God, but it's been given to you for a reason. And it's to heal people and connect with people. And you know I've been your number one fan for ages anyway. So I just want people to know that if it's not going to happen now, I have a feeling you're going to get signed, because your voice is to the point where a lot of people need to hear it on a big platform. I love you. No, I mean it. Oh, thank you so much for joining. It's been a long time coming, but thank you so much for joining me on this podcast. Lana Kei.
First FaceTime podcast.
I know.
We just knocked it all out in one go.
Your hair looks nice as well. I wish I had curly hair. That's dead straight.
This is like not brushed.
Look at it. This is not cut in quarantine.
I wish I had hair like that. This is heavy.
Well, do you want to end it and say goodbye to people?
Thanks for tuning in. I go by the name of Lana Kei. Be sure to check out more on Lizzie 121. And have a great day. Wash your hands.
That was good. Wash your hands. Wash your hands. Wear a mask, even though the mask doesn't work.
Exactly. Wear a mask.
Wear a mask. I think that's a great way. That's a great way to end the recording.